Hello everyone, I'm Paul with many voices, and sorry about that. Welcome back to more Banished Voicetopia, where in the last episode we continued evicting people from their houses in order to make room for more farm fields. And we ended off with a fire. And I've got another useless fishing dock right here in the river, just to make more use of the space that I'm given. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's gotta be like about 200 fish per time. Well, honestly, who cares? Alright, I've got a couple of stone houses highlighted here. So this is going to be demolished for 2 fields. This is the fire that I started with. Those 4 houses, those houses, and these 2. Now, I do have to apologize for not having an episode for you people yesterday. I sadly could not record anything at all the past few days. So, I'm running a little behind on schedule. I had some very important things to take care of. I guess that today we're just going to continue doing what I was doing. More deconstruction, more crop fields until we reach year 200. I also haven't even spent any more time on the achievement video. Still need to do that too, but I just don't have any time. I haven't got the time. Honestly, I cannot wait for this series to end, just to move on to something different. Alright, you're gonna be potato just because. Logs and coal. Now I actually want those 2, so we'll do all of your coal and all of your logs. For 70, 100, let's see what we can get with 250. And 250. 150. 60. 65. 50 units. 67. And 2 ale. Overpaying by 6, but that's fine. This crop field's gonna be cabbage. And that's the last of these houses demolished. So that's going to end up being a nice, lovely 8 by 8 crop field. Right there. Which was this house. Aye. Now let's see. Nothing here yet. This was the burned down area. We are removing all of the stuff here. That was this. Half of the stuff here has been removed, so we'll do 6, 8 for this crop field. That was not this, not this one, and this still hasn't been done. I have to admit, it feels kind of strange to demolish all of the houses that I've built in order to make room for more crop fields. I guess that's just how the game is meant to be played. Now, of course I could have gone on a smaller map, like a medium-sized map, but then I would just run out of stuff even faster. And the reserve of firewood is low, at 3000. Oh, I wouldn't call that low per se, but still. Food is decent, so we'll slow down the game and say, I want the firewood first. Stone, no. Iron, no. Definitely the logs. And that's it. Aye. So that'll be 250 tools. The maximum of that. And then we'll see beans 1605 trade. And now we're gonna do the rest of the beans, the rest of the pecans, the rest of the roots and the pumpkin and the potato, a bit of the mushroom and a bit of the walnuts. Again, no food that requires me to make ale. 1500 and 2000 mutton. $4.99 beef. 6. So that's 166. Ah. 542. Perfect. So I'm just gonna keep on switching between the houses here to keep track of where I have to do stuff. And this is gonna be another area for 2 crop fields. This is where a street is in between, so that's not really that useful. Coal, aye, logs, and leather. Definitely not ale. We're actually going to be trading the ale. And this is all food: stone, iron, coal. And now we have the mumps. I'll do 100 mutton. Animal coats. So I can do that much. 2000 potato. 6000 walnuts, and fill it up with 623 of that. We're gonna leave the rest in. So the mumps, just like any disease, I'll just let it slide. Next week at work we've got 2 new colleagues starting, one in the warehouse where I work and one in the shop. So from excuse me, next week on we should be with 3 people, unless one of us gets sick or goes on vacation. Now a part of me still wants to demolish this and put it in another forestry area. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 16 crop fields producing food that is not going into ale. So not really a fan of that idea. Let's see, you are going to be beans with 1 worker. We don't have a lot. I'm gonna have to trade 576 for 1728. Just this. What's this crop field? Foresto. Ah, you are a farmer, not a forester. The orchard has developed an infestation. It's this one, this was apple. And going back to full speed. Full speed ahead. Well, they're not really demolishing these. I was going to rebuild this one, that's true. So that I would end up with... Actually, if I did this, I would get a 7x5 crop field. I was gonna do this like, let's see, this is the road, 8x8, aye, what was it gonna be, how did I want to do this again? So this is definitely gonna get demolished. 8x7. And 8x8. I guess I would. Sounds reasonable enough. Alright, so that's this crop field. You're gonna do potato. That's the stone hedge for there. This one's still being demolished, and those are still all in one piece. And those are as well. Let's see this trader before it leaves. Seeds, no need. That is for the orchard. Other way around. People are starting to get cold. Farmers. So, how did I see that again? Bath. So you live there. You travel to here and there, as well as there. Ah, builders and laborers. Elmers. Die Annie Art. These people... I want this to be removed already, come on. So we still have a quarry capable of producing stone for us. Come on, demolish. Almost 95. 100, and there we are. 8x7, I guess. And that was this building. No, that was this building. Also no. Actually, yeah, that was this building. Alright, so this crop field. Ah, this was an apple orchard. That'll resolve itself in just a moment. Now, can I not? What the heck? I'm pressing Z and suddenly I'm somewhere completely different than where I was. I believe it was somewhere here, along the river. Well, this doesn't fit. If I were to move this over by one, I could fit another house there. Actually, I could not fit another house there because this is already 4 wide, but the land just warps around weirdly. And this area is useless to me as well. Alright, so that still exists. Seeds, no need for seeds. One house has finally been demolished over here. Now I am thinking about demolishing these 4 houses too. Oh, that's a pretty large family. 5. Thur. Marcia. Phyllis and Tavo. A crop field has been finished. Which is this crop field, you're gonna be doing beans with 1 person. Storage remaining 6. Somebody's starving. The reserve of food is low. We've dropped below 50,000. I think we went as low as 20,000 before. Well, you're walking through a market. Aye, there you go. It's about to say, there's literally stuff right there. Now let me think, where is the brewer for the ale, for the wheat ale over here? Because these 3 fields exist for a brewer, for a tavern. Well, that's this. I'm gonna switch you over to berry ale, and then when it's time for the harvest, you're gonna go corn, your pepper, and your squash. This will be for next harvesting season. We've got another field ready. Another 8x8, obviously. This crop field is done as well. That was not this house. That was this house. Alright, this crop field was the one up here. You're gonna be producing squash with 1 person. So that leaves us with this area. And, ooh, this one's done already. Splendid. Alright, so 6x8, 6x8. There we go. More feed production, please. Firewood, leather. I'm gonna get that. As well as the logs. Well, it's only 5200. We don't have any wool coats. There we go. Sorted. Now let's see, what else could I be doing? You are producing cherry ale from those orchards. I doubt there's anything more that I could do other than demolishing entire towns and repurposing them with forestries, more crop fields and such. And honestly, a part of me is really saying now, play this game off screen because there's not much you can do. Just let the game run, keep track of everything. Sheepy! Get your people to survive. And then come back in the meantime with the recording of your whatchamacallit, squash. Gonna have 400 farmers for this. You're gonna do beans with only one person there. And this one still has storage. Because I honestly do not know how to make this any more interesting than it already is no longer, so to say. Just to be really harsh on myself, I'm no longer really entertained by how much the game is lagging. And the endless wait. I honestly would have to, as I mentioned, demolish everything that I can demolish. Redesign from the ground up, and I'm just not feeling that. So let's have a look see over here. Wheat ale. You're gonna go corn. And so are you. You're gonna do pepper. And you're gonna go corn as well. I'm just going to switch up more wheat fields over to other forms of food. So let's do 2000 cabbage. 4,000 potatoes, because I honestly don't have a lot else. Come on. Plum and peach. So we've got 5 wheat fields. You're gonna do beans. You're gonna do beans. You're gonna do cabbage. And you're pumpkin. This was also Ill City. Now let's see. More areas with lots of housing that I can demolish. Well, let's head back to our starting area. And just say, demolish this, keep this on screen. And now I can close this, crop field here. And there's nothing I can do over here. The fact that I managed to get this area sorted still amazes me. This was burned down, I believe. It's the only house that got burned down. Got plenty of tunnels here, and bridges, and stone roads. Nobody's homeless, because people are just moving in with each other. Right, we're setting these up to be bean fields now. We'll keep this one wheat and that one wheat, for sure. Cherry ale and apple ale, fine, fine, fine. Oh, we've got plenty of wheat still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm guessing I'll cut back on 4 of them so that I have 8 fields for 2 taverns. Well, I can probably demolish this. Then again, I'll... this is apple ale? There's supposed to be wheat ale. This was supposed to be wheat ale city. How are you apple ale, laddie? You've been apple ale this entire time? Numpty. Wheat tunnels here and there. Super happy that this worked out. 32 years left. Massive, massive bean fields. Now let's see how much you yielded last season. 779. Only 500. It's a bit disappointing, to be honest. Your wheat. Cabbage. Now part of me is slowly thinking that I should remove all of the orchards and make them into crop fields as well. I've got 2000 ale, 1100. It's not a lot, but I can do the 4000 onions, the 2000 chestnuts, 2000 walnuts, 2000 pepper, 2000 pecan, 2000 of this, and we'll say 4000 wheat, and we'll do cherry, 1300. What's this? And it seems that the mumps has been cured. So I think that we've had about every single disease that the game has to offer, except a tornado. Jace! Oh, but this is the female Jace with an A. Not spelt like the Ginyu Force Jace from Space Australia! It's Australia, but in space. Props if you know where that is from. And I know that I've horribly butchered the accent, but still. We're gonna see about doing all of this first. 24,000. We're gonna start off with beans and the onions. Not the peach, the roots. The squash. The pecan. Corn. And cabbage. And I can do this, that. Huh. Overpaying by 2,000. 1,500? No, 1,500 I say. I'll do 1,500. Oh wait, I'm overpaying. Duh. I'm trying to do this. So, keep this up. You. Wall. Do you want the wall? Quickly. For 500 ale. It's 25. And your sheep and cow. Alright, so we'll do 2,000 beans, 4,000 onion, the peach we can do, the roots, the squash, the chestnut, apple, also the wheat and this, 22,000, 2,000 of this, 2,000 of this, 2,000 of this, and 4,000. Stick around because I know that you're gonna leave anytime soon. 30. Two. We'll overpay by 2 units, but we've got plenty of food with this one. Alright, you're going to be squash with 1. Somebody is homeless and you're stuck there because you're an idiot. Good. But you're just a builder. You're not important to me. Which is weird because you would think that builders are important to me. Well, they're not. So what I'll do is I will indeed demolish all of this and put in the regular crop fields. I just want more food production, and I'm afraid that the orchards just take too long to grow. Let's see. I'm going to buy 526, 110, 36 and 9, 2043. That's all we're gonna do in trading here, and she's got seeds that I do not need. Now, of course, I'm going to be highlighting all of these. That's the house, that was that crop field. We're gonna have a few farmers without jobs, but once the crop fields are back in, they're gonna have jobs again. So we'll just have them switch over from one type of crop to another. There and there. And I do believe that takes care of all of them. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All of them have been selected. You're still homeless, you're still stupid, you're still gonna die. We're slowly getting back up to the proper numbers of food. And we're slowly demolishing this. Ooh, you've got lots, so let's quickly do this. Start off with this, not the water coats, this and this. 24,000, we'll do 2,000 of this. Berries, I know you're ill as well, but that's perfectly fine. Cherry, I'm just gonna buy the cherry as well, and the apple. Ooh, that's 6,000 apple. And 2,000. Perfect. That's what I want to see. Explosion of food. Now you're starving. You, of course, were that person. You're homeless, you're starving, you're stupid, and now you're gonna die. Now, that is this area. Aye. And she has died of starvation. She didn't even have a chance to get cold, to be freezing. Well, oh, these are houses too, so I'll demolish them too for 2 more fields. I honestly hope that I can shrink down my population enough. I mean, we already have less than 400 students, and I believe that at some point, let's see, teacher, I have 31 teachers, which is enough for 620 students, I believe. So I can even demolish a few schools right now. But I won't. I've got so many people still. I don't need to. And this is where a street runs in between. If I remove that and put it here, and put in more houses or more crop fields there, and that would not encroach on this at all. So we'll run this around. There. Then I can demolish this and make slightly larger crop fields there. Eventually. Eventually. Still only one house has been removed there. Slow game is going slow. Now let's see, how much faster or slower? It's about twice as slow, I'd say. Well, speed 10. It's just lagging. It goes a little faster, but it's lagging so much that I say that this is faster. Look at the amount of firewood. We're well above 5,000 again. We've got 2 people homeless now. But you're both labourers. Do not care. You can freeze to death for all I care. Santionel and Cameline live here, and over there we have Kamare, Willard, Kamare Jr., Johan, and mine. Or Mine. Johan, double N, somehow is a lass's name. Well, here in the Netherlands, Johan, and also in Germany, of course, is a lad's name. And this is actually the first time that I see 2 people in the same generation with the same name. So we definitely have a Kamari Jr. That's another field done, or another house. Oh, sorry, just feeling a little nauseous. A little acid reflux. Well, this up here, and we still have those houses to build. Although, do I need them? Answer is not those 4. We're gonna grow beans with only 1 person. Let's see, we're just gonna trade food for food. And ale as well. 255, 69, and 11 chicken. 4,000 only, so 2,000 squash, 2,000 roots, and 233 potato. Now 1 person is homeless. Are you stuck? No. You are not stuck. Actually, you are. You're literally stuck in between the 2 cells that you could be stuck in. Question. How did you get there? If you can get there, you can get out. The same way. How did you get there? And now there are more people homeless. You, and you. Well, you're all fine. You're all fine. Died of old age. A fisherman drowned. You're just standing there doing nothing, because of course you're not. Could I get a road there? I technically could. I cannot connect it to here, because of the field is in the way. I don't care. It's those two houses are done. Actually, I think that what would be more beneficial for me. Let's do smaller crop fields. We're gonna do cabbage. Let's see what we can do here. 2000 of this. 284. 2 of the other way around, and as much this. And we'll see. Somehow we don't have any wool coats. I was swimming in wool, but now I don't have any wool coats. 2000 ale. Definitely gonna buy a lot. Including the wool. We're gonna get the cherry, we're gonna get the apple, we're definitely gonna get the coal. Pear. Walnut. Pumpkin. Logs. And we'll get 48 cabbage. As a matter of fact, no, we are not gonna get the wheat. And gonna do 2000 pear, 2000 chestnut, now we're not gonna do pear in favor of squash. Reason is I want to have as much edible food as possible and not have my food be used for ale production at the moment. So it's simply you that's now stuck there still. So once again I apologize for not having a video yesterday. I was just far too busy. Feel the sneeze coming, second. Alright, it was only one. Sorry, not loading, not load, don't load, don't load. Resume, oh, thank you. Now you're starving too, so that's a good thing. If you're starving, you're dying. If you're dying, then you're out of my hair. Alright, we're gonna start off with bean. One person. I'll have 2 bean fields. 3 bean fields. And then one of the rest, except wheat. I'm gonna have to be a little careful here. 709, 18, 307, and 59. That's not even all the walnuts. 3, 2, 7, 9. Trade. If I trade the 15, 18, that's still 12,000. So we'll do 4,000 fish. Do the leather, do the pepper, the cabbage, do the pecan. I finish off at 944 of that. Now this, nothing. Nothing that I can use. Move this up there and there. Game was saving for a second. Presto has replaced Bryolina as a vendor. You know what? I'm just gonna finish building these two houses. Just to be done with them and be done with this area. Alright, so you're gonna do corn with only one person. And then it's just a matter of waiting. More waiting all the time. Boom. Let's place more cheeky houses, only to demolish more houses later on. It's pretty much been the second half of the playthrough. Miner was killed by a cave-in. Funny how it's always just one miner then. It's like the one miner was in this one specific spot in the mine where there was a cave-in. And nobody else was killed. Well, that was probably the follow-up of said cave-in with Anne-Marie, sorry. I read an A to it too much. That wasn't there. There are no more houses I can place. How much will this encroach? A little bit. Well, I'm not gonna build any more houses. 32 years. 80,000. Lenny and Rutheron. Loiselin. Oi, that's quite Loiselin, ain't it? Also, I've started watching the Disney or the Marvel series Moon Knight. I'd say that there are very keen details, if you pay close enough attention, that you can find how it's linked to the MCU, but they are so far and few in between, and so specific, that it might as well have been a completely separate series altogether. I hope that in the next phase of the MCU, as apparently there's plans for 10 plus more films, 10 plus more years of MCU, which I'm in favor of. Well, I hope that next time they're going to, in the next phase, will also include our friend Moon Knight, and just make it more apparent how it's connected. Of course, hold on. I see. I thought that was never constructed. Cherry, pear. Apple, cherry. Plum. Peach. Apple and peach. Alright. Now. Gonna be cabbage. So I hope that they'll include Moon Knight in one way, shape or form in actual proper MCU movies. Now I have seen all of the MCU movies and all of the MCU series, including What If. What If was a really fun thought experiment, I'll have to admit. And I understand that they're making a second season of it, so I'm in favor. There's more possible stories. But Shang-Chi references the blip itself, as in the moment that people started to reappear in existence after the snap. And the series Hawkeye actually shows somebody return to the very spot that they were snapped out of existence of, and all of the repercussions it had. So those two series did it proper. Of course, also Hawkeye is featured in the MCU in the movies, and Shang-Chi is not, but the 10 Rings definitely are. And I'm gonna stop this because I'm losing track of my thoughts already. This is not a good thing to do if you're talking about something like this. Let's just get the 2000 roots, the 200 leather or 100 leather, 200 logs for 400, and finish it up with some firewood. Alright, another crop field is done. You're gonna do squash. Okay, that house has been demolished. And instead of doing 2 fields here, I'm gonna do 3. As before. Six. You're gonna do pumpkin with only 1. Let's see, where are we? So we've got beans, corn, pepper, squash, pumpkin, cabbage. We don't have potato yet. And we're not gonna do wheat, so that'll be beans and beans. Now I remember. Alright. You're gonna be beans with only 1 person. Once again, be very careful. Just trade the minimum amount of food possible. 27 and 48. We're not making any wool coats whatsoever. So 2000 and 16 walnuts. Santonel, Cameline, we knew that before. And that's the second field demolished or ready to be put down. Excuse me. Other field can go up here. And the reserve of firewood is low again. Well, I think that I'm gonna record one more episode normally, which will be done today. So you're gonna have an episode today and tomorrow. Then I'm going to take some time off to record and edit the whatchamacallit, achievement video, which is gonna take a lot of time to record, a lot of time to edit and set up, and then after that I'll showcase that video. Then we'll blast over to year 200, of course. In the meantime, I'm gonna be playing off screen because there's just nothing to talk about anymore. There's nothing to showcase. I've done everything. I've made a second purchase of all the seeds. I've purchased multiple spots of animals, of livestock. I've built everything. I've shown off everything. There's just nothing left for me to do. 3,000, that's 200. Red gods. So with that, I'm going to be ending it off here today. I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Leave in the comments section if you want me to continue this normally, but honestly, I have to go another 31 years while trying to commentate, while trying to remain interesting and relevant. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that for you. So, sorry if this doesn't pan out the way that you hoped, but it's just going to take too hecking long. Gonna place down one final crop field down here. And that one. Now I can close off this. I am Paul with Many Voices. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.